Hey everyone, this is the Super Bowl review with the Fantasy Cookout with your boys, Mr. Marque Wright, Mr. College Football Aficionado. Hey, NFL Draft, we're gonna continue our move forward. We're gonna be talking about running backs this week. Yo, you're muted.
My bad.
Nah, you good. You good. You ready for you ready to talk about these running backs?
Yeah, it's a lot of running backs. A lot of big names, but a lot of small names. A lot of people don't know about, but more to come.
All right. And we got Mr. Trade for Yourself, Mr. Davon Elder. Check him out every Wednesday. He releases content whenever he pleases, trying to massage that algorithm, trying to get his views up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate everybody for tapping in to the channel. Go over there, like, subscribe. Please, the only request that I have is this is the only request. If you watch the video, please watch it from start to finish. I promise you, you won't regret it. That's all I ask. If you decide to watch, just watch from start to finish.
Just save time, just watch it. Just watch it. No. You won't waste any time, any part of your life catching that content that he's giving out for free. Like and subscribe at Trade for Yourself on all the platforms. You got YouTube, you got IG, you got TikTok. You got Facebook. You're everywhere. So no excuses. No excuses. All the podcasts, whatever, Apple Podcasts, it's everywhere. Spotify. So check out his content too. And thanks to all our subscribers, everybody who watches, everybody who's subscribed onto the IG page, the TikTok page, the Twitter page. We're going all over it. So continue to listen to us, like, subscribe, and we appreciate any commentary you got. Put it in the comment section. So, segment 1. So, let's talk about the Super Bowl review. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Philadelphia Eagles with a Harrison Butker field goal at the end. Oh man, this was a heartbreaker of a Super Bowl. It's one of the better Super Bowls I actually have watched because it went back and forth throughout most of the game. The Eagles were up 10 points going into halftime. Pat Mahomes had just retweaked his ankle. So you ran into all these good scenarios to where the Philadelphia Eagles were set up to win. Jalen Hurts was on the roll, man, and he scored 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. But the one play that we all talked about that was probably, just one of the numerous, nails in the coffin was that fumble that he lost and was picked up for a scoop and score by the Chiefs defense. And then, so that was one of the key plays that, played a role in them actually losing the game. And I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts is probably thinking about that a lot to this day.
He should be.
Why you say that, Marque?
When it happened, it wasn't a huge deal. Because it didn't really come at a bad time. It came away real. They were up, so it didn't really hurt them as bad.
Yeah.
But knowing the outcome of the game, they could have used that possession back. But they were rolling.
Yeah, they were rolling.
You can't. In any game, more or less a Super Bowl, you can't give the team 3 points, like
especially the Chiefs with Pat Mahomes at the helm. Yeah,
right. So and their Chiefs already were struggling, and you gave them life.
Yeah,
you get that ball. So
most definitely.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bob?
I agree. I agree. It's just unfortunate, man. He played. He played so well. Me personally, I feel like there's no denying how good he is. It's just that one fumble. That goes to show you. if you look at it, you have to think about it. Like Patrick Mahomes, it seems like every time he got the ball, he scored. It seems like it. And so if he gets an extra touchdown from his defense, they probably was not anticipating going into the game. I mean, you really put yourself behind the 8 ball, you know. But I mean, but you gotta understand, like this was a 38-35 game. This was a 3-point game. So it's like we were back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I mean, you hate to sum it up on that one play, but I mean that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at these stats though. It's like Pat Mahomes, he had 182 yards, just 182 yards.
Yeah, it's a pedestrian game for him.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns. I mean, and Jalen Hurts, I mean, he had 304 yards, a receiving touchdown, a passing touchdown, and then he also had 70 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
for rushing. I was like, that's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Miles Sanders was like non-existent in this game. Like he had some plays, but nothing impactful.
Yeah, I mean Devontae Smith was their top receiving of 100 yards.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it was pretty pedestrian. You saw Isaiah Pacheco take his spot. He had 76 yards and 1 touchdown, over 15 attempts. I think CEH can call it a wrap. You think he's gonna get traded?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Pacheco, he pretty much solidified he's a starter. So he's gonna keep the spot. They're gonna go in the draft. They're gonna draft, real late, a late round and get a big bag.
It's fair.
It's plenty to choose from.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about a few of them today in our episode. So yeah, and you gotta go with the we can't all put it on Jalen. Jalen did what he could, but that defense, it shut the brick.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the fantasy defense we all depended on this year.
What happened to Darius Slay, man? What happened to Darius Slay?
He got slayed.
He got slayed. Yeah, he got slayed.
Darius Slay got slayed.
Like one play, man, they ran 5 times. They kept running 5 times in a row. Like he got embarrassed on that play, man. He got embarrassed, man.
I mean, he had 2 plays where the receivers got wide open in the end zone.
Yeah.
First it was not with Kadarius Toney, was it? It was
no, first it was I forgot it. One is Scott Moore.
One is Scott Moore. The second one is Scott Moore, but the other one I can't remember. See, that's how it's like. None of the receiving core on the Chiefs is memorable.
Right.
And then you got freaking Kadarius Toney getting like the most rushing yards in a Super Bowl on the kickoff return.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
which is crazy, man. It set him up. That set him up right there to get the game-winning score.
Right. Exactly.
So, I think the biggest thing I'm concerned about is the Eagles keeping that core together because you got a lot of free agents coming out, and Jalen's going to want to get paid. So it's going to be tough keeping that squad together. I mean, they were a dominant team throughout the regular season, but they didn't have enough juice to get past Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is that guy. I mean, he was on one leg outrunning defensive players.
Yeah.
One leg, basically. One leg.
But that's a one experience leg though. So
very fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. They even the defense even shut down Travis Kelce. I mean, Travis Kelce didn't have that big of a game. He had 6 for 81 and 1 touchdown. Right. And for tight ends, that's a big game. But for Travis Kelce, we've seen him score 4 touchdowns. So
right, exactly.
But the thing, it just goes to show you that you cannot keep Travis Kelce out of the end zone. He is going to find a way to get into the end zone. It's gonna happen. It's like you can't stop the man. Like you really can't stop that man.
And then he gonna do the stanky leg on you.
Yeah, all you can do is contain him, man. You can't beat him, just contain him.
But this dude's gonna be what 34, I think, coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You think he's gonna still be a high draft? First rounder.
What you mean?
mean,
The people go in fantasy, the first round draft pick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Travis Kelce, he is not showing any signs of slowing down right now at all. Travis Kelce, like the injuries that Rob Gronkowski has dealt with, Travis Kelce has not dealt with those types of injuries.
Right.
He
Very
hasn't.
true.
So I mean, he's good to go as far as I'm concerned.
How would it like so first round?
Yeah,
Y'all picking Travis. Y'all picking Travis Kelce first round.
I will. I'm not saying I mean that's gonna be in the next draft, but if there ain't no better options, yeah, I pick him up. I mean, he's better. I mean, he's better than most receivers. So I mean, that's not a you're not gonna get a tight end better than him.
So you pick Travis Kelce over Justin Jefferson.
I might.
Woo!
I wouldn't pick him. I wouldn't pick him over Jefferson because I think Jefferson will probably get way more fantasy points than him. But Jefferson, I mean, you're talking about Jefferson number one overall. I mean, Travis Kelce, he won't be number one overall. But
he top 5.
Top five.
He's a guy. Look, man, he's a guy that you. I mean, he's just gonna score, man. Like if we were betting, it's like, are we really gonna bet Kelce like the over under 1 touchdown? I mean, he's probably gonna hit the over most times. That's just what he does.
Yeah. The only thing that can stop him is injury for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce. But hey, Chiefs, congratulations on your Super Bowl win. There's been some disrespectful images being shown of Pat Mahomes stepping over him. Jalen Hurts like he's Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, ESPN put that out. That was hella disrespectful. But
man, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, the NFC. I think the Eagles can come back, but I mean, who's the major threats now? But you got
I don't know, man. I don't know.
San Francisco, if they can get a quarterback that stays healthy, I mean, they're right there.
Hey, NFC ain't no joke, man.
I know.
I mean, this is the thing. Let's just go ahead and break down the divisions very, very quickly here. Okay. NFC South, trash, not doing anything. Nah. NFC North, trash, not doing anything. Okay. Yeah. NFC East, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. Okay, well, we know
so they gonna always go lose.
Okay, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. Okay, we know this. Okay, in the NFC West, you have the 49ers.
Yep.
So you got.
Yeah.
I mean, is the NFC is that simple,
right?
Yeah.
The
AFC is a little bit more difficult because you do have the Bills and you have the Bengals. Those are the two juggernauts that's always sniffing. Ready to get because the Bengals just went there last Super Bowl, so it's like they're right there. And Joe Burrow is a good quarterback with good receiving options, and they still got Jamar Chase on his rookie deal. So, they're gonna work out maybe something with Mixon, in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have some P. Ryan. I mean,
I still want Mixon.
Samaje looked pretty good. I don't know, man. From them games that Mixon were out, Samaje did his thing. You can't deny that. He was one of the best pickups of the 2022 season.
Yeah, but I'm not getting rid of my number one. Not if I can help it.
Yeah.
I mean, this ain't an Elliott
Pollard
situation. It ain't nowhere near like that.
I mean, but you gotta see if Pollard's gonna be still the same. He broke his whole ankle, Is he gonna be the same Pollard that we saw this year that took over?
I'll take my chances on Pollard. It's an ankle. If it was a knee, maybe, but
yeah, I heard they're gonna probably franchise him, franchise tag him. So
that sucks.
Yeah, Dallas. I mean, Dallas. Dallas is
until they get another quarterback. I ain't gonna stock him.
I mean, Dak. I mean, Dak.
Dak is whack. Dak is whack. Is that what you said?
Look, Dak. I mean, Dak's gonna fold. He's gonna fold. He's
Like he
gonna
folded-
like
he
they
folded
gonna
in Panama
fold like a
City.
cheap tent.
Like he folded in Panama City. He got folded by that fan. Got folded by a pedestrian.
I mean, Dak
Woo.
is not capable of coming through in the clutch, man. He's just not capable of doing it.
Damn.
Should we know this though? I remember in 2011, right, when Dak was at Mississippi State.
Yep.
Did y'all remember that run? Remember Mississippi State was undefeated.
Oh yeah. Did they get number one?
They got number one. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Until Tuscaloosa. Well, they didn't come to us. Actually, we went there. To Alabama, showed up in Starkville and blew them boys out.
Crushing dreams like you always do.
And yeah, Dak ain't been right since. He had a terrible game. We should have known.
Hey,
when the big time come, he gonna fold like you said, fold like a tent, like a cheap tent too, Walmart tent.
Yes, but the thing is though, is like, yes, he didn't play well against Alabama in college, but when you come to the NFL, you have an opportunity to redeem yourself, and he has had multiple occasions, okay, to redeem himself multiple times to just win the game, like just win the game, but he can't do it, guys.
Right.
He can't do it when it matters the most. Not when you're down 35-14 in the fourth quarter and you throw for 200 yards to come back to lose by 4.
Right.
No. Like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like when it's on the line.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
That's true. Like 2 minutes, you're 2 minutes with the ball.
Yeah.
All you do is go down. All you gotta do is get down there and score. Or get in the field goal position. Can't do it.
Fair.
Can't do it.
Fair. Man, but who else do they got? You got a whole like division with nobody is a quarterback. You got the Saints don't have a quarterback. The Bucks don't have a quarterback. The Falcons don't have a quarterback. The Panthers don't have a quarterback. I mean, it's a whole fucking division with no quarterback.
Non-factors, man. Those are 4 non-factors. They will not be a factor at all.
Hey, one of us gonna make to the playoffs though.
Exactly, and probably get destroyed in the first round.
Hey,
Dallas. Yes, exactly. That'll be a consolation prize. Dallas is going to play the NFC South winner in the playoffs again, and that's going to be their consolation prize, and they're going to beat them.
It's like, hey, we got another playoff win! Yay!
That's what's going to happen. I see it.
I got a hot take though.
Go ahead.
Redskins, look out for them next season.
I mean, you mean Commanders? We don't say that.
I mean, sorry. The Washington football team, look out for them next year.
Don't want you to get canceled. That's a very offensive term. Oh,
the Indians didn't even say that. That's the crazy thing. Okay. All right.
Oh Lord. So Jalen getting a max contract?
When?
This year?
Yeah.
Probably.
Get a max deal. Yeah,
he's earned it. He earned it.
Man, we have come full circle, man. I remember the days when Marque was like, Jalen, who?
I mean, I still want a man to get paid. I mean,
yeah, man. Pay this man. Just like we want Lamar to get paid, but that ain't gonna happen.
He gonna get paid with some of those teams. That's what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they keep talking.
I mean, it's the Derek Carr sweepstakes too. But I digress. Good Super Bowl overall. The halftime show was pooky. It was boo boo. It was all about Rihanna having the second child. That's all it was about. I mean, yeah, it wasn't anything thrilling to me, I would say. Yeah, she just sung. Well, she lip synced her classics.
Mm-hmm. They lip sing in most Super Bowls, so
yeah, I get it. I mean, they sang the actual song, so why does it even matter?
Yeah.
But overall, how would you rate the Super Bowl out of 10?
Probably 7 out of 10. It's on the better side.
Okay, Vaughn.
I mean, I would have to give it a 9.
Ooh, what made
I
it a
mean,
9?
guys, the game was wire to wire, thrilling, like competitiveness. I mean, this is one of the most competitive Super Bowls that we've had in a while. You know, like I mean, it was a great Super Bowl. I mean, it really was.
Fair.
This is. I mean, if you watch this Super Bowl and you weren't impressed, then what Super Bowl is going to make you impressed
Yeah,
at this point? Like, what do you want? Like,
I
Oh
agree.
man.
I mean, I think if that what was it on the back for being a 10 would be if that last call.
Oh yeah, that's see. Everybody's got mixed emotions. I see. If I was rough, I would have let it go, but that's just me.
Yeah,
It wasn't flagrant enough to be a true pass interference
it's
call.
not even that. Like to me, the ball wasn't really that catchable. So
Yeah, it was like out of bounds or pretty much.
it's like
Yeah,
I probably would just let it go.
but
That's just falls they made. But I get it because on the flip side, if you're on the Chiefs, you're gonna be screaming for that. Why they ain't call that? So I mean, you can't win you one way or the other.
nope.
But I rather not have the game go out that way.
Yeah, to go out on some knees and then a field goal and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it is what it is. Hey, that's the way the games play. So let's move on to the second segment. Topics of the week. Not too many topics going on. I mean, Derek Carr is not going to the Saints, but who cares? I mean, it's Derek Carr.
He still might.
Where else is he gonna go? He's gonna go to the Jets. He's still on the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes. Trying to figure that out. It's not too much going on right now. Everybody's getting ready for NFL draft, trying to figure out what the Bears are gonna do, like we talked about last week. But I think the biggest thing we're gonna talk about this week is just different draft potential that we got going on in the league. So let me go on and pop up some running backs who are in the NFL 2023 draft. Some of them I've never heard of in my life, as I'm used to it being, but we're gonna keep it on. Because I don't besides the number one, I hadn't heard of anybody. So I'm gonna let Marque have to guide us in this one. All right. So first one on the hot list. Let me zoom in a little bit. We got Mr. B. John Robinson from Texas. Now I watched some highlight reels from him on YouTube. Yeah, he gonna be the truth. Now you think anybody gonna draft him number one?
No, number one pick. Number one pick for the draft. No, definitely.
Yeah, you think the Bears gonna want to?
If it is gonna be a late round pick, first round pick.
Late first round pick. Why do you think that, Marque?
Because running backs don't really go in the first round anymore. They just don't. There's no point.
Even a phenom talent like him.
Yeah, he's a phenom. I mean, he's not Najee Harris.
Yeah, he's not Najee. He's not Derrick Henry.
No.
Yeah, no.
He's not Zeke.
Nope. He's not.
There are a lot of more highly touted running backs that have came out that are much better than him. Yeah, coming out of college.
Yeah, he can wait. He's that guy that only way you pick him up if you got multiple first round picks, you got a chance to come back.
Okay,
but even still, I'm still not getting a running back.
I mean, what team needs a running back? That's the biggest one.
I mean, the Chiefs.
The
Chiefs like him.
So here's the top 10. Like we going over it: Chicago, Houston, Arizona, Indianapolis, Seattle, Detroit, Las Vegas, Atlanta, Carolina, and Philly.
None of those teams need a running back.
All right, let's continue on. Tennessee, Houston,
Nope.
Jets, New
Nope.
England,
Maybe.
Green Bay,
Maybe.
Washington,
Nope.
not Pittsburgh. I mean,
No.
and then Detroit.
No.
All right, Tampa,
No.
Seattle.
Nah, not
I
really.
mean, I wouldn't. If I was Seattle, I wouldn't draft him that high because you got Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, he's already proven that he can handle it. Chargers, no, because you still have
You got Austin Eckler, so you
Austin
don't really
Eckler,
need to draft him that high.
Baltimore, they're close to fuck. I mean, you know, I wouldn't want
Baltimore needs a running back badly because they can't rely on a running back.
Right.
They can't rely on one, so they need one. He would definitely be a good candidate. Be a good candidate to go to Baltimore.
Yeah, but they need a pass catching back.
Yeah.
Too. So
yeah, but like Lamar Jackson needs somebody that can just hand the ball off to, man. He can rely to get him 120 yards a game.
If Lamar Jackson's still the quarterback,
he needs both. We need a pass.
I would be shocked if Lamar Jackson is not the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens next year.
Yeah,
I would be shocked.
I would be shocked too, but crazy things have happened.
Like
I want chaos.
Of course you do.
Yes, I want chaos. All right, Minnesota, no. Jacksonville, no.
Mm-hmm.
Giants, no. Dallas, no. Buffalo, maybe. But I don't even like to use running backs anymore.
I mean, Dallas could get a quarterback if they get rid of Zeke. That's very possible this next season.
And have Tony Pollard to him.
Yep.
So you're talking about late. Yeah, this is pretty much late. I think the earliest one you said was maybe Green Bay.
Yeah, they won't draft to the second round. They're not going to take a first round pick on a running back.
Yeah.
They already did that with Zeke. They're not doing that again.
See how that turned out.
Right. It turned out good in the beginning.
Yeah, but it's his 7 year. He's 7 years. So Zeke is the tread. The tires run on that tread.
Zeke was a can't miss pick when he came out of Ohio State. So
yeah, but the treads run off on the tire. It's pretty much it's gone.
Yeah, Zeke probably good for about 2 more years somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
all right. So Bijan, I mean, he had decent. That's not good. Of course, against Alabama, 2.71 yards, which y'all should have lost that game.
But we didn't.
Yeah, I know. 19-20. Y'all should have lost that game. All right. Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Alabama.
I mean, he's a hybrid back. He can catch and he can run. And I guarantee the fastest back in the draft.
Yeah, he runs a 4.5. Let's see what Bijan runs. A 4.48. So, yeah.
So slightly.
That's 40 times.
Slightly.
I mean, in game speed, it's a difference.
Sure.
I seen both of them guys. I mean, of course, I seen Gibbs, but I seen Bijan play too. Bijan, he more inside the tackles.
Okay.
He's more honestly. He's probably more suited NFL wise than Gibbs. But Gibbs is kind of like he's that back that can take a pass too. But Gibbs has to get his weight up a little bit more though. I don't really think he's 200 pounds. I think he's smaller than that. But and I don't he might not be 5. Well, he probably 5'11", but I don't think he's 200 pounds. He gotta get his weight up though.
Gotta get his weight up.
But we know he can run because he was at Georgia Tech before, and that's all they did.
Yeah. So, career stats. I mean, really good line. I think his lowest one was 0.5, but I don't think he didn't play that much.
He was
yeah. But other than that, I mean, this is pretty low against Mississippi State.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we didn't need him.
Yeah, you didn't need him. I mean, pretty good stat lines. So, I give
I
him that.
think Jameer Gibbs will end up being a very good. He'll be a good. He'll be a good back. He'll be a good NFL back. I believe he will be.
I think so too.
Fair. Now Zach. Yeah, see, I don't even know any of these guys. Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, he's decent. He's a bigger back. He'll be one of them guys that be in the NFL for a long time. He'll be a guy a name that you may have heard a lot in college, but you probably hear more in the NFL.
That's funny. It's the same draft position as Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, it was a rare one in the first round though in the draft. Did you know that? He was the last pick in the first round, and Chiefs picked him up.
And see how they got him.
Yeah, well, and it was a good pick in the game, but he earned his money. But Helaire earned his money during that championship run with Burrow. So
yeah,
it went for that year. Then he probably never got drafted, honestly, because nobody knew who he was.
Nope, not at all,
and it shows.
Hey. But this guy's got some pretty good stats. I mean, of course, he's playing out there, UCLA. But
you can't forget who his coach is, though, man. His coach is Chip Kelly. So, they pretty much run like the run and shoot. So, they run the ball a lot. So he got some miles on him.
All right, Kenny McIntosh, running back from Georgia.
He's solid.
I know, average 5.5 yards a carry.
Yeah, 2-time champion.
Back to back.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's solid. He's one on backs. I mean, he a typical SEC back. He ready to roll.
Yep.
Put him out there. He ready to roll. But honestly, he might be like the rest of all the other Georgia running backs, though. He kind of like in that same mode. So he'll have a few good years, and you might not hear from him again.
Yeah, projected second to third round. I mean,
yeah, but like I said, if you need a running back for the now, he ready to roll.
Yeah. I mean, Atlanta's got a
Atlanta don't need a running. No, they do not need a running back. They got plenty. And they're all good too. So they don't need a running back.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not really a standout team that needs one for the most part.
It's not, but it's always good to have them on your roster, man, because running backs go down easily.
We say right now in February that many teams don't need a running back. Trust me, they're gonna need a running back. And this guy right here may be one of those guys. He could be a Samaje P. Ryan. He could be an Alexander Madison. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be one of those type of guys if you need him, because he's in the SEC. He's been proven.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be capable of doing that.
Yeah. Fair. He got some pretty good stats. Career stats. I mean, averaging 11 yards a carry. That's a reception. And then, 11 yards of reception. That's not too bad on the receiving stats.
Nope.
And he had to, and those Georgia running backs, all those Georgia running backs have split a lot of time together.
Yeah.
A lot of time
has
been split between those guys.
Yeah, so for him to get this efficiency right here, I mean, the lowest he had was like 2.14, but he still was like, as high as he's got is like 7 yards a carry. Georgia Tech and Kentucky. And Kentucky was pretty good this year. So I think he'd be a solid, you guys have pretty much put him in the right position. He'd be a good backup. And maybe potentially start, if the top back goes down.
Yeah.
All right, Zach Evans from Ole Miss.
He's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting down to the same caliber as J.K. Dobbins and Isaiah Spiller, which
he's okay. I mean, he'll get drafted, but
195.
The running back that Ole Miss still has that is still playing with Ole Miss is better than him.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn. Hot take. Okay. Good on that. Davon
Archain. Davon Archain. Yeah.
Archain. Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens, dude. I ain't really paying attention to Texas A&M this year.
Yeah. And you won't pay attention to him either. So Pat, you go on to the next one. Yeah.
Deuce Vaughn.
Now, Deuce Vaughn, this is an interesting one, man.
Deuce
So he's a
Vaughn.
small little guy, man. He's real small.
176. He my weight.
Yeah,
he's shorter than me.
He's a small little dude, man. But he interesting though, man. Like he's gonna get drafted, but he's not gonna start. But he's just one of them guys that he's so small, but he's shifty and he's hard to tackle.
Okay.
But yeah, this like the inverse of somebody you want big tackles that are 6'7", 300 pounds, and you want DNs that are 6'4", 250, and you want cornerbacks at 6'1", 6 foot, 195. But you got to do 5'6", just going in between all of them because he's so small. Because they got to bend down to get him.
Yeah.
He like Darren Sproles, man. Darren Sproles had a great career in the NFL.
Yeah.
So he kind of fit that same mold. Because Darren Sproles like small, just like Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah. This is a good analysis. I mean, hey, he can make some noise. I always look at the previous seasons, like his draft position. Same as Ramondre Stevenson, AJ Dillon. Of course, AJ Dillon's a bigger back, and Ramondre is Ramondre. I don't even know who Tyler Batty is.
I don't either.
Yeah, he was at Missouri. He was okay.
All right, Chris Rodriguez Jr.
I
have nothing.
I think he's a good man. I watched him play some.
Yeah.
He's a good back. He's a pretty good bruiser. Kentucky's known for like having good bruiser backs. There was a guy that came out of Kentucky a couple years ago. I think his name was Benny.
Oh, Benny Snell.
Yeah, Benny Snell.
Oh, Benny Snell for the Steelers.
Yeah. So I would kind of compare him to him. Kind of in that same mold.
Never starting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
All right, Chase Brown.
I don't know. I didn't watch any Illinois football. Don't plan on it.
All right, continue on. We're just gonna do the top 10, and then Kendre Miller. I mean,
if he didn't like he was a national championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't.
Oh my god.
On his part, because he could end up being the next, Adrian Peterson for all I know, but.
But it's a bad look.
Yeah,
it's a real bad look.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. A lot of running backs, man. The best running backs when you talk about it those are the ones that's gonna be the best. So the ones that's gonna be the running backs come out of Troy's, the UABs, the Ball States, the Bama States.
Man.
Those Group of 5, D2, Division I AA. That's where the running backs come from. They tough, they gritty. They may not start right away. They probably won't be superstars, but they difference makers.
Yeah.
I agree.
Fair. All right. Well, that was our topic discussion for this week. Just wanted to go down and see what the 2023 NFL draft running back stats would be. It doesn't look like many teams need a running back, but it's always good to have a backup just in case. In case. All right. Well, since we don't have any other games going on, the NFL season's over with. Like I said, we're going to be cutting these episodes kind of short. We're going to be talking about in the future more of our fantasy draft receptions and just trying to get together and try to figure out where we want to draft certain players, where the new players who fit in once they get drafted in the NFL draft, and then that way we can just go on and analyze and get ready for the 2023 season. Well, thanks everyone for holding on. Thanks for sticking with us. Like, subscribe on YouTube, IG, Twitter, We on Apple Podcasts. We on Spotify. We're all over the place. Fantasy Cookout.
OnlyFans.
Not yet. We're gonna make a Discord. We're not gonna make an OnlyFans, dude. And also catch the Trade for Yourself podcast every week on Wednesday. Vaughn will be releasing our content. Like, subscribe, and put the notification button on so you can always keep up with the up-to-date content.
Yes, please, guys, please.
What's your shirt say, Vaughn? What's your shirt say?
Don't pay for it, trade for it.
There you go.
Keep it plain and simple.
If you know what that means, check out his podcast. You'll find out all about it.
Exactly. Well, gentlemen, appreciate your time. Take care.
As always.
Peace.
Deuces.
Yes, sir.